Okay, everybody, you know what? It's actually official now. We made it. We made it through another freak show of a week in this freak show of a market and everything else connected to it. you know, I can't imagine, sincerely, being more entertained by anything else. I mean, this is out of control, and we have a lot of stuff to talk about here today. So yes, we did make it through another week. It is Friday, November 12th, 2021. People, I don't even know where to start. I guess I'll start with what I usually do is the market. Let's do that. So a nice rally here on Wall Street. The major stock market indices higher across the board. The Dow, the S&P 500, the NASDAQ. Nothing seems to get in the way of this market. I mean, no matter what's thrown at it, round after round after round of abysmal economic news, surging inflation. It's literally getting out of control, and we have to talk more about that. We got some shocking news from the Bureau of Labor Statistics today. I want to talk about that. But it's an incredible phenomenon to see, but no surprise. No surprise to you, anyone who follows this blog. Okay, what we're going to do, is continue to stay ahead of the curve. Taking everything that's going on around us, all right, and just making it work. That's it. That's our plan. It's very straightforward. We know exactly what to do and why we're doing it. It's a beautiful thing. So anyway, yes, rally today in the market, just freaking lovely. The relative dollar strength a little lower today. 10-year yield didn't do too much. MMRI higher. Okay, I'm not crazy about the MMRI being where it is, like 93 and change. Still in a low risk zone, not a no risk zone, but a low risk zone. I would like to see the MMRI under 90 in this environment. All right, but it is what it is. We will continue to keep our eye on it and everything else that's happening. It's that simple, and as usual, I will keep you way ahead of the curve. What else happened today? So cryptocurrencies fell under some pressure. Gold and silver did a nice little turnaround today, finishing positive. Lovely. Crude oil around $81 a barrel. Oh, we have to talk about that. You wouldn't even believe the action here in the futures market. It's out of control with regard to crude oil. We'll talk about that. But, I want to start off with this here. Actually, no, with this. Like I said, I always have like pages of stuff to talk to you about. Today it's only one and like maybe a half, so it's not so bad. The talk today from Bloomberg, at least CNBC, is pretty straightforward. They're talking about a possible pullback in this market. Okay. Well, you know what? I think I just said this in a recent video. I would love to see it. This market's, nothing stopping it. Higher, record. You got to be kidding me. I mean, in this situation where nothing makes sense anymore, like I said, you and me, we're not in the business of picking tops or bottoms. We are in the business of riding trends. It's that freaking easy, seriously. So yeah, pullback risk. That is the theme today on some of the mainstream channels here. Okay, bring it on. Bring it on. Because pullbacks, at least in this kind of environment, look, I'm not a permabull. I always take heat for this, but I'm telling you here and right freaking now that if we do get a pullback, well, what would you do? You're going to sell all your stocks? You're going to run for the hills? You're going to get out of the market? No. I'd be willing to bet if you're one of my lions, you're going to laugh probably and then, get in here and buy that dip. Look, the buy the dip mentality is going to continue on as well for probably the foreseeable future. And there's a lot more to it than that, especially what's going on with crude. But we're going to touch on that in just a little bit. So the story I want to talk about today, the main thing here, is this piece of information that we got from the Bureau of Labor Statistics regarding the U.S. dollar value. Now, I've been explaining to all of you for a very long time, years, that the dollar is a dying asset. And it was only a matter of time before we were going to see surging inflation. Well, to say that I nailed that to the wall would be the understatement of the century. And we have not seen anything yet. So this is straight out of the Bureau of Labor Statistics. The U.S. dollar is losing about 1% of its value every single month. Yeah, you heard right. The U.S. dollar is losing its purchasing power at a staggering pace, 1% on average per month. And that is one piece of absolutely epic news. Now, on the back of that, we got some more economic news. Of course, it's horrible, and the market rallied off of this. So we find out that consumer sentiment, people, hit a decade low as people are struggling to make ends meet as inflation is surging. Look, the current surge of inflation, the second wave that we're seeing right now, I foretold this to you. I told you when the first wave was going to hit. And we haven't seen anything yet. This is just a little wave, but a much larger wave is about to hit. And I want to really sum that up for you. So year over year, pay attention to what I'm about to tell you. The price of eggs. Am I saying that right? You know, this thing. Eggs, like a little egg, chicken lays. Okay. Eggs are up 29.3% year over year. Beef up 28.7% year over year. Bacon up 27.9%. Sugar 12.5%. Chicken 9.1%. Milk 8.4%. Coffee 6.1% year over year. And I'm just throwing a few things at you here, people. And these are nothing. This is nothing. These numbers I'm talking about here, nothing. And just in case you were wondering, if you're looking for some kind of help, you ain't going to get it. We had, let's see, I think it was just yesterday where we had President Bidenstein, Frankenstein, talking about how we're going to see lower prices because his agenda is going to make sure that happens. How about there's no way on this earth or off the earth that is going to happen? All the man wants to do, like every single president, especially the last 3 presidents, is continue to pull cash out of the future in greater and greater amounts, calling on the Fed to issue even more debt. You understand? That's what they do. And like I explained to you, the last 3 presidents, current one included, have done more to inflate the debt hyperbubble than every single president before them combined. Imagine Greg Mannarino's shock. No, that's more of a scared face. Let's do a shock face. Shock, yeah. No. We're not scared because you and I are at least taking action. Now let's talk about this. I'm going to turn this page over here. Now, you know that I have explained to you that I believe that crude oil will hit $100 a barrel relatively soon. You can only imagine what that's going to do to the price of everything because so many products are made with crude oil. It's frightening. It really is. Now, options traders are making bets right now. Are you ready for this? Well, let me tell you first, and then I'm going to follow this up. Options traders are betting that by the end of next year, crude oil could go as high as $200 or even $300 a barrel. Yeah, I want you to think about that because if we were to see that, you're going to wish for inflation to be at its current rate. It would push the price of everything so high. Again, look, don't be surprised if that does happen. Now, I'm not saying it will. I think and I sincerely believe that $100 a barrel it's just a matter of time. But $200 or $300, do I think that's a stretch? A little bit. But I wouldn't be absolutely totally shocked about seeing that as well. What do we know is going on? Well, what are they trying to do? They're trying to eliminate an entire class of people. They want extreme haves, extreme nots. We're going back to some kind of serfdom, feudal system, and that's it. What better way to do it than to strangle these people to death financially? And that's exactly what is going on here, people. It's out of control. And look, like I said yesterday, there are maybe one of these days, maybe it was even earlier today. I can't keep track of these things anymore. But, there are a lot of people looking at their investment plans and they're just all happy about all those digits they see on there. There's a lot of paper millionaires out here. Oh, yeah, look at my 401k. Oh, I am so rich. How about, no, you're not. Until you take that cash out and it becomes a realized gain, all you got is pretty digits to look at on a screen. That's it. Does that make you happy? Yeah, because that's all it is. It's nothing. Zero. And all that. I mean, most people by and large are going to lose on an epic scale. When this entire freak show, does turn around. And it will. It will. At one point. When? Greg Mannarino doesn't care. Here I go. Here I go again, talking to myself about myself in the third person. I don't know why I do that. Very strange. Like I said, maybe I am a third person. I don't even know what that means, but it's possible. Anyway, people, so that's the story here. We have data demonstrating that the dollar is in free fall. Okay? No surprise to you again. It's a dying asset. You want to stay in the dollar? Good for you. All right? I would strongly suggest you think about why you want to stay in an asset that is deliberately being slaughtered. Okay, you don't believe that's happening? Well, look around you. Yeah, look around you, people. It's pretty epic. I mean, eggs here, up over 29% year over year. Beef, bacon, sugar, everything is higher. Crude oil. Oh wow, imagine that. Where that's going to go at one point. Anyway, people, look, you know what's happening, and I really hope you're not just sitting here and listening to this without doing something. You must take action, and you must take it now. Okay? That's really what this channel is all about. It's about men and women of action who are understanding what's going on and are doing something about it. Otherwise, you're gonna get destroyed. Destroyed and fleeced. If you've been with me for any length of time, well, you're in all the right spots. At least your head is in all the right spots. Whether you have the means to acquire assets, I mean, I hope some of you do. I really do. And if you just have a few extra dollars per month, you need to put that to work. I would suggest sincerely physical silver. It's so ridiculously cheap right now. You need to hoard this stuff. And that's the way you become your own central bank, by betting against the hyperbubble and debt. You know that. You know all this. Am I right? All right, people, look. So tomorrow, and Crypto Kid, are you out there? Hello. Yeah, I'm waiting for your video for tomorrow. I think everyone wants to at least hear your take on what's going on. I do too, believe it or not. So everyone, tomorrow you at least should hear from the Crypto Kid with his gold, silver, and crypto report. And you will see me on Sunday for my market. So look ahead. It's going to be lovely. I can promise you that. I have no idea what I'm going to talk about, but it'll be lovely anyway. People, bring it in. Bring it in. We always do this. Nobody's looking. And if they are looking, do you really care? No. Bring it in. All right. Look at me. I'm bringing it in. Right? So why shouldn't you? Love each other. Care about each other. Be charitable. If we do that, believe me, we're going to change the freaking world. All right? I will see you, like I said, on Sunday, and you have a great weekend.